Okay, let's just jump right in. You can't escape it, right? The AI hype is absolutely everywhere, and everyone's trying to figure out what to do. Well, this is your game plan. We're going to cut through the noise and talk about how you can actually earn and invest in this whole new economy.
So here's the big question for you. AI is changing literally everything. Are you ready to play both offense and defense? Because just sitting on the sidelines isn't going to cut it. You have to be proactive. Let's break down exactly what that looks like.
All right, first up, offense. This is the fun part. This is about actively making money. And we're not talking about some abstract idea. This is a real, practical roadmap for how you can start generating income using AI tools like Claude, like right now.
Now, let's get one thing straight. There is no magic money printer here. The real secret is using an AI tool like Claude as a leverage tool. Think of it as a force multiplier. It takes whatever skill you already have and lets you produce, 10 times the output in the same amount of time. That is the game changer.
So what does this actually look like? Well, here's a super simple 3-tier roadmap. In Tier 1, you start fast by supercharging your freelance work. So maybe you're a web designer who can now build a site in a single day instead of a week because Claude is helping with the copy and structure. Then you move up to Tier 2, where you build assets, things like online courses or consulting packages, and the ultimate goal, that's Tier 3, scaling big with software or services that make money for you even when you're not working. The best part is you can jump in wherever you feel comfortable.
And no matter which tier you're in, this is the simple formula, the engine that makes it all go. First, skill. Pick one niche and just become the expert. Second, leverage. Use Claude to amplify your work. Third, distribution. You got to have a way to reach your customers, right? And finally, systems. Automate everything you can so you're not trading your time for money. That last one, that is the path to real freedom.
Okay, so you're playing offense, you're making money, that's awesome. Now we've got to switch gears and talk about defense. This is all about protecting that money you're making because, let's be honest, there are some serious risks out there in the market right now that we need to be aware of.
40%. Just take a look at that number. What in the world could that mean? Well, what it stands for is actually kind of shocking when you think about it. It means that for every single dollar you invest in a standard S&P 500 fund, the most common, safe investment out there, a full 40 cents of that dollar is going into just 10 huge AI-hyped companies. The other 490 companies, they have to split the remaining 60 cents. That's putting a whole lot of your eggs in one very, very crowded basket.
So, why does this even happen? Well, most funds are market cap weighted. It's a fancy term that just means the bigger the company, the more of your money it gets. It's designed to let the winners run. Now, there is an alternative called equal weighted, but it has its own problems. It's constantly selling its best performing stocks to buy the worst ones, just to keep everything balanced. And that can lead to higher costs that eat away at your returns. So yeah, there's no easy, perfect answer here.
Since there isn't one silver bullet, what are we supposed to do? This is where the playbook comes in. We're talking 4 smart, practical ways you can diversify and build a portfolio that's actually resilient enough for this new AI world.
So, here it is, the playbook. 4 key moves to help protect yourself from all the hype. We're going to look outside the US, we're going to bet on some of the underdogs, we're going to add a little old school ballast, and maybe, most important of all, we're going to understand why holding cash is a power move.
I want you to think of the entire global stock market as one big cake. For the past decade or so, the US has been a massive slice of that cake. But here's the thing, history teaches us that's not normal. The UK used to be the biggest slice. Then Japan had its moment. The point is, leadership always changes. If you're only invested in the US, you could completely miss the next global powerhouse.
And this brings us to our second move, backing the underdogs. Right now, everyone is obsessed with the giants building the actual AI. But the real money, the real value, is often made by the smaller, quicker companies that use AI to solve a real problem in a smart way. I mean, listen to this quote. That says it all, doesn't it? The value flows to those who use it best.
All right, our third move, gold. And listen, this is not your grandpa's investing advice. Just look at this chart. You have central banks, the biggest financial players in the world, buying up gold at record levels. They're basically using it like cash. When the smartest money in the room makes a move this big, you probably ought to pay attention.
And finally, cash. Holding cash isn't about being scared or hiding from the market. It's a strategic power move. I mean, the greatest investor of our time, Warren Buffett, is sitting on a record pile of it. Why? Because cash gives you stability, for sure, but more importantly, it gives you the firepower, the opportunity to swoop in and buy amazing things for cheap when, not if, the market gets shaky.
So let's bring this all home. This isn't about choosing one or the other. True victory, real success in this new economy, comes from combining a powerful offense with a really smart defense.
And that's really the whole strategy right there. You actively use AI as your tool to earn income, that's your offense. And at the exact same time, you carefully protect and grow that wealth by being smart, by diversifying away from the hype, that's your defense. So look, the game has fundamentally changed. The old rules don't apply, the opportunities are different, and the risks are definitely different. The only question left is, what's your first move going to be?